I ain't got no complaints on my life right now. That's how everybody needs to be. So find something that makes you happy and stick to it.
So you guys, I definitely have to bring out this video on Evoni and LiAngelo Ball just because we got to talk about on what's currently going on. So we all know just recently Jello got cut from the Charlotte Hornets after they released their official training camp roster back on September the 27th. And if you guys do not know, today is day 6 of their training camp, and they also will be playing their first game in the preseason against the OKC Thunder. And as you can see, Jello did not compete in the training camp with these guys or nothing. He has just been doing his thing with his girl Evoni because he currently is not on no team no more. So before I start the video, make sure you guys go follow me on Instagram at _theonlywallace, and also go subscribe to my second channel called 10K Wallace Vlogs. Now let's get to the video. So first thing first, let's talk about LiAngelo Ball. So we all know just recently Jello finally got his first opportunity to compete in the summer league with the Charlotte Hornets. Throughout 5 games, they averaging 17 minutes per game. Jello averaged 9 points, 2 rebounds, 1 steal, shooting 37 field goal percentage and shooting 34% from the 3-point line. So as you can see, he was definitely doing his thing in the summer league. It was very exciting to watch Jello, definitely during his first game against the Trailblazers, because you could tell that he was very excited and he just couldn't wait to play. If you guys do not know, Jello went undrafted in 2018 and he was trying to get on the summer league team ever since then. Even his pops LeVar was trying to get him on the team, and that's been 4 years. So now that he finally got his first opportunity to compete in the summer league, Jello could not wait to showcase his skills because his first game was against the Trailblazers, like I said, and it was his best game throughout all 5 games he played in the summer league. He only averaged 16 minutes during that game, but he put up 16 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. He made a clutch and 1 3, and he was really just doing his thing, you guys. Jello actually surprised me because it was his first game. I was not expecting him to just ball out like that, and he possibly could have put up way more points if he averaged more minutes during that game. But you could tell that the coaching staff was really wishy-washy with Jello, definitely the summer league head coach, because he only averaged 17 minutes throughout all 5 games, which is actually okay, but we all know Jello's situation. He needed as much minutes as he could get, and honestly he should have averaged more minutes. During game 3, when they played against the San Antonio Spurs, Jello only played 11 minutes during that game, and he still put up 8 points. When he played against the Sacramento Kings during game 2, he played 20 minutes during that game, which honestly probably was the most minutes he played throughout all 5 games, and he put up 10 points. During game 4 against the Toronto Raptors, he played 17 minutes during that game, and he put up 8 points. And his last game was against the Chicago Bulls, and honestly that game was the one that really hurt Jello because he only put up 6 points. He shot 3 for 13, 0 for 5 from the field goal, and he just was not playing good at all. He was looking real sluggish. He had his head down when he was missing shots, and he just wasn't right in the head because he know his potential on the court, but he just wasn't having a good game. And on top of that, he knew that it was his last game, so he knew that he had to show out, but he didn't have that much time left. He didn't want to keep forcing shots and stuff, but at the same time, this is his only opportunity. So I understood on how he felt, but Jello got to understand that all these coaches from all teams, they're watching him with everything he do on the court. Literally, it doesn't even matter if he have the ball. They watch him play defense. They watch him carry himself. They watch him talk to his teammates. They watching him just compete on the court and just everything in general because he's the underdog. All the odds is against him, and Jello is trying to make it to the league. So he has to prove to these scouts that he's league bound. Now let's talk about LiAngelo Ball and Evoni. So I could tell that Jello and Evoni definitely feel some type of way about the Charlotte Hornets, and you already know they want to say some stuff out to the public, but of course they can't because they ain't trying to mess up Jello's opportunity and just chances to get on another NBA team. But y'all know me, I'm a YouTuber. I support Jello, I support Evoni as well, so I might as well just talk about it and make a video for you guys and explain on how Jello and Evoni feel about the situation. Because if you guys do not know, back on September the 12th, LiAngelo and Evoni, they both went to Miami with the Charlotte Hornets because basically Terry Rozier, he was hosting a training camp for the entire team, right? So everybody for the Charlotte Hornets, they went to Miami and they had a few private runs and also were just getting lit. You can still look on their Instagrams. I believe they was all in Miami for about a week. So Basically, Jello and Evoni, they was in Miami with the Charlotte Hornets, and I thought that Jello was really with the team because they signed him or whatever. They just didn't announce to the world yet. But coming to find out, Jello was never with the team. I don't know why he went to Miami with them, unless he was invited or he just wanted to go. But it was really weird because I remember just seeing some videos on Evoni's Instagram story. She was recording, they both was clearly in Miami. She was recording Jello getting lit as well. And on top of that, I know some of you guys seen that workout video that Jello, he posted on his Instagram story back on September the 15th. Basically, during that workout video, he was in Miami, and I know a lot of people did not know that. So he was there with the Charlotte Hornets. That's why he recorded that workout video, and it looked like everything was going good, like for real. But of course, 2 weeks later, the Charlotte Hornets released their official training camp roster, and guess what? Jello is nowhere to be found. And when you read the articles, the head coach James Borrego saying, oh, Jello did a heck of a job and all this stuff, you know, of course everybody want to praise Jello now, saying that he's a good teammate, he did his thing during the training camp and all that stuff. But why didn't y'all sign him? I hate when they talk so good about him, but y'all didn't sign him. And James Borrego, I don't even like the things he even say, just because we all know the situation with him and Melo during the beginning of LaMelo Ball's rookie year. Y'all don't forget that James was not trying to start LaMelo. He was trying to put Devontae Graham over LaMelo Ball, when we all know LaMelo was his 3rd overall pick. So basically, the head coach for the Charlotte Hornets wasn't even rocking with LaMelo. LaMelo had to prove himself even after being a top 3 overall pick. So just imagine LiAngelo Ball with this head coach. Even if Jello would have made the team, James Borrego probably would have never played him at all, you guys. And on top of that, he was like, I'm just going to leave it to Mitch Cutchap, who is the GM of the Charlotte Hornets. Like, honestly, I feel like they don't even mess with LiAngelo Ball like that, for real. Melo was probably the only reason on why they gave him a real opportunity, which I hope is not true, because we all know Jello is a hooper. But it's just so sad, because when you think about it, he's basically in the same situation and position that he was when he was with the Detroit Pistons last year, when he signed that 1-year non-guaranteed contract. Because when he was competing with the Detroit Pistons, they didn't even let him play not one game in the preseason. And today is the Charlotte Hornets' first game in the preseason, and Jello is not even on the team. So it's the exact same thing. It is so messed up, because honestly, they're doing him even more wrong than the Detroit Pistons. The Pistons actually let Jello be on the exhibit 10-day contract and be on the training camp roster. Well, now that I think about it, I can't say that, because Jello did play in the summer league with the Charlotte Hornets, but they didn't host a summer league last year. So he probably would have had the opportunity to play in the summer league with the Pistons last year. You never know. All I'm saying is he is still in the same position. I've been hearing rumors saying that the Greensboro Swarm, who is the Charlotte Hornets G League team, they follow LiAngelo and they possibly will be signing him to the G League. It's just so annoying, because I can talk about the G League bubble situation when they didn't even draft him in the G League bubble draft back in January of this year. It is so crazy how they doing LiAngelo. Like, oh my God, the G League is not even accepting this man. Like, why are y'all doing this dude like this, for real? He clearly proved himself that he is league bound. He should at least be on a 2-way contract. Why didn't the Charlotte Hornets didn't even sign him to a 2-way? A team has to sign him, for real, you guys, because it makes no sense. He proved himself for real, and thank God he got a good support system. We all know how his younger brother LaMelo felt about the Charlotte Hornets cutting him. And on top of that, his pops LeVar, his mom Tina, and he got Evoni, which is a big support system for him, because Evoni is always around Jello. Like, throughout this entire year, she's always been around him, you guys, because every time she record on her Instagram and stuff, you can see her just sitting in his car. She most likely is always around this dude, for real. And definitely after this happening, you already know she's going to be like the main one Jello going to be wanting around him, because he's trying to figure this out. So shout out to Evoni for supporting Jello. I ain't gonna lie, I think she feels some type of way when I made my previous video when I was talking about LiAngelo Ball ex talking to Ja Morant, because after I made that video, I look on my Instagram and I see that she made a post sticking up her middle finger, then she deleted it. So that was kind of weird. I feel like she do feel some type of way, but I was already going to bring y'all this video regardless. I definitely want you guys to leave y'all comments and opinions below on how y'all feel about LiAngelo Ball and which team would y'all like to sign him. I thank you guys for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you press the notification button. Till your game week out.